right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. You ready to get into this one?
Always ready.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about this software engineer who ditched his six-figure job and went full-time YouTuber.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't like your typical, I made a big overnight story. This guy, it took a lot of hard work and dedication and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, like some serious grinding.
So we're going to be looking at this grind success video.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's name is Sherman. And he makes $125,000 a year now.
From YouTube.
From YouTube.
But in his first year, he made $300.
$300.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I spend more than that on coffee. Like
seriously.
every month.
It's wild, right?
Yeah. So what pushed him to take this leap of faith?
I think the thing that's really compelling about Sherman's story is that he kind of followed that like traditional path, like good education, good job, secure, high-paying job, but it just felt like he was going through the motions, just staring down the barrel of like decades of just kind of unfulfilling work.
I think a lot of people can relate to that, honestly.
It's 100%.
Golden handcuffs.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Exactly. And it's not like he just like snapped his fingers and was like, YouTube star, like he actually quit his job twice.
Twice?
Yeah. First as a software engineer, then from a product manager role.
And then he just was like, all right, I'm going to do YouTube?
Yeah, like inspired by this GaryVee video, he just took the leap.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It seems impulsive, but I mean, I guess he planned for it.
Well, that's the thing. It seems super impulsive on the surface, right?
Yeah.
But he was actually incredibly methodical about it. Like he kept a journal where he like analyzed all the risks, weighed his options.
Oh, wow.
Basically did a deep dive of his own,
So he wasn't just totally reckless.
No, definitely not.
Still a huge risk, though.
Absolutely huge risk, especially like quitting your job with no backup plan in New York City.
Especially in New York. Like, come on.
It's so expensive. So that takes guts.
Yeah.
For sure. And he's very open about the fact that this is not for everyone.
Right.
But one of the things that he realized through that process was that the window to take big risks like that really shrinks as we get older.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Before the mortgage, before the family.
Yeah.
That's the time to experiment.
Right.
Potentially fail.
So how did he survive financially?
Yeah.
Because New York is so expensive.
Frugality, man.
Really?
Yeah, serious frugality. Like he only had about $5,000 to $10,000 saved up.
Okay.
With some past investments as like a little bit of a safety net, but he wasn't starting from zero income.
Okay, so he had a little bit of something coming in.
Yeah, he was already earning a small amount from YouTube, like maybe $2,000 to $3,000 a month.
So just enough to get by.
Yeah, basically just enough to cover his basic necessities.
Still, though, like New York on that much money.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like what kind of sacrifices did he have to make?
Big ones, no fancy dinners, no shopping sprees, no like spontaneous trips. He moved back in with his parents to eliminate rent.
Okay.
Didn't have a car.
So no car payments?
Nope. And just laser focused on growing that YouTube income.
So every dollar he made, he just threw back into it?
Pretty much, yeah. He knew that every dollar he saved was a dollar he could reinvest.
So he approached this like a true entrepreneur.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just some kid who wanted to be YouTube famous.
Exactly. Like he was willing to make the sacrifices.
Yeah.
Live, lean, bootstrap, be resourceful.
Like, yeah, that's what it takes.
Yeah, a lot of times that's that key ingredient in the recipe,
Yeah, it makes you think, like, what's the point of having this dream job?
Right.
If you can't enjoy the city you live in.
Yeah, that's the trade-off, right? But that's where the passion comes in,
Right.
He believed in this so much that he was willing to make those trade-offs.
And just, like, keep grinding.
Totally. And he has this great quote. He's like, most people say they want it, but the ones who actually do it, they publish consistently, they learn, and they ask for feedback.
That's a good quote.
Yeah. It wasn't about instant gratification for him. It was about putting in the work.
Yeah.
Even when it was hard.
What did that look like for him, though, in the beginning?
So those early days were like the slow and steady climb,
Right.
Like getting those first 100 subscribers was brutal.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It took him 2 to 3 years just to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Wow.
And his first earnings were like $10 a month.
$10.
Yeah.
I find more than that in my couch.
Right? Like, that's wild
Yeah.
that he didn't just, like, give up.
Yeah.
So,
It's amazing he didn't get discouraged.
it really speaks to his resilience and his belief in himself.
Yeah.
He saw those early milestones as stepping stones.
Not the end goal.
Exactly. Not the measure of his ultimate success.
Right.
He understood that even those small wins could create momentum and eventually lead to a snowball effect.
Okay, so he had that snowball effect. He was grinding. He was being frugal.
Mm-hmm.
So that snowball effect is exactly what happened, right?
Totally. Yeah.
He scaled his channel to the point where he's making $125,000 a year.
From YouTube.
From YouTube.
It's incredible.
It's more than most people make in their 9 to 5.
Seriously, it's a testament to the fact that passion combined with like strategy and hard work can really pay off.
It really can.
Right.
But it wasn't just about making videos, right? He had to figure out how to make money from
Exactly. It was about understanding the business side of YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
So let's break down how he actually generates that income.
Okay, so spill the tea. How does he make money?
All right, so those YouTube AdSense earnings, you know, the ones from the ads that everybody loves to skip,
Oh, yeah.
those only make up about 20% of his total income.
Only 20%.
Yeah.
Where's the other 80% coming from?
All right, so he diversified his income streams, which is like a key lesson for anyone looking to build a sustainable online business.
Okay,
You gotta have multiple streams.
got it.
The majority of his earnings come from something called affiliate marketing.
Affiliate marketing, break that down for us.
Okay, so imagine you're watching a video about the best noise-canceling headphones.
Okay.
And the creator mentions a specific brand they love,
Yeah.
and they provide a link in the description.
Mm-hmm.
If you click that link and buy those headphones, the creator gets a small commission from the sale.
Oh, so they're kind of like an influencer getting paid to recommend products.
Exactly. And it can be a really powerful way to generate passive income.
Passive income. I like the sound of that.
Right, meaning you're earning money even when you're not actively creating new content.
That's a dream.
Yeah. So Sherman's like turning point with this came when a company offered him $50 per referral instead of the usual free trial.
$50, that's a lot better than a free product.
Right. That's when he really saw the potential of affiliate marketing, especially through product reviews.
So he could actually make some serious money doing that.
Yeah, he realized that by recommending high-quality products that solved problems for his audience, he could earn a significant income while also providing value to his viewers.
So win-win for everyone.
Win-win. And it highlights the importance of being strategic and open to different monetization avenues.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sherman wasn't afraid to experiment, you know, and find what worked best for him and his audience.
Now let's talk about lifestyle.
Okay.
So he's living in New York City, sharing a $4,500 a month apartment with 2 other creators.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
Even split 3 ways. It's still a lot of money.
It is.
Is he still living super frugal?
He's found a balance. You know, it's still mindful of his spending, but he's also investing in things that support his well-being and productivity.
Okay, so he's treating himself a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Like he prioritizes gym memberships because he knows that taking care of his physical health is super important for staying focused and energized.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He also spends a lot of time working in coffee shops.
Oh, like me.
Yeah, finding that the change of scenery and the ambient buzz helps him stay productive.
Yeah, I feel...
It's like his own little personal co-working space.
Right. So we talk about how he makes money. We talked about his lifestyle. But what kind of content is he making that's driving all this success?
So his most viral video, with over 1.5 million views, is called "I Replaced My iPhone with an Apple Watch Ultra."
He ditched his phone completely.
Yep.
What? That's crazy.
It's a bold move.
I could barely go an hour without checking mine.
Right, but that's part of what made the video so captivating, you know?
Okay, so it was like a shock value thing.
Kinda, yeah, but there are a few other key factors at play.
Like what?
First, the timing was impeccable.
Okay.
He released it right when the Apple Watch Ultra launched.
Oh, so he was riding the wave of a hot new product.
Exactly, tapping into that initial hype and curiosity.
So smart.
But it wasn't just luck.
Oh.
He also had data from previous videos he'd made in a similar style.
So he knew what his audience liked.
Exactly. He knew this type of content performed well.
He did his research.
He did his research, and the final ingredient was that the topic itself was incredibly relatable.
Okay, so...
You know, more and more people are struggling with screen addiction,
Yeah.
feeling overwhelmed by their phones.
That's me.
Right, so the idea of replacing a smartphone with a smartwatch, while radical to some, presented a potential solution to a problem that a lot of people face.
It's like he tapped into this cultural nerve.
Yeah.
You know, people wanting to disconnect.
Exactly, be more present.
And he offered a solution.
Exactly, and Sherman himself said sometimes it's not about perfection, it's about timing and execution.
That's true.
He had a good idea, he released it at the right time, and he executed it well.
Timing is everything.
It's a reminder that sometimes the stars align, but you also have to be prepared to seize those opportunities when they arise.
Okay, so for anyone out there who's thinking about, you know, taking the leap into full-time content creation, What advice does Sherman have?
Right, so his advice echoes a lot of what we've already talked about.
Okay.
First and foremost, consistency is key.
Consistency.
Yeah, he recommends aiming for 1 to 2 videos per week if possible.
That's a lot.
It is, but that consistent output keeps your audience engaged and signals to YouTube that you're an active creator.
It's like showing up for work, even though your office is your bedroom.
Exactly, and he emphasizes that it's not just about churning out content, it's about building a community.
Oh, okay.
He encourages aspiring creators to network with other YouTubers, attend industry events, collaborate on projects.
Find your people.
Find your people, exactly. And he also stresses the importance of managing your finances carefully.
Especially in the beginning.
Especially in the beginning when income can be unpredictable.
Right.
He recommends cutting expenses as much as possible to reduce that financial pressure.
Yeah, so you're not stressed out about money.
Exactly. Give yourself space to breathe, to experiment, to grow without that added burden.
And diversify your income streams, right?
Absolutely. Don't rely solely on YouTube AdSense. Because algorithms change, ad rates fluctuate, you never know when your income might take a hit. So explore other options like affiliate marketing sponsorships, merchandise sales, even creating your own courses or digital products.
Oh, wow.
The more revenue streams you have, the more stable your income will be.
So it's really about building a business.
Yeah, not just relying on one platform.
Not just being a YouTuber.
Exactly. He emphasizes that taking the leap into full-time content creation isn't just about chasing fame or fortune.
It's about
aligning your work with your passions.
Yeah.
Building a community, creating something you're truly proud of.
Finding that sweet spot between your creative side and your entrepreneurial side.
Exactly.
So it sounds like Sherman's journey really embodies that idea of doing what you love, and money will follow.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to acknowledge that it's not always that simple,
Right. It's definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yeah, there's a lot of hard work, strategy, resilience involved.
Totally. He's very transparent about the fact that there were plenty of challenges, setbacks, moments of doubt along the way.
And that's something that I think is really important to highlight.
Yeah.
We often see these glamorous success stories.
Right.
But we forget about all the unseen struggle behind the scenes.
Absolutely. Success rarely happens overnight,
Yeah.
It usually involves years of consistent effort, learning from your mistakes, constantly adapting.
Embracing the journey.
Embracing the journey, exactly, even the messy parts.
Yeah.
And understanding that those setbacks are just opportunities to learn and grow.
And that's a key takeaway from Sherman's story.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't let fear hold him back.
Right. He took calculated risks knowing that he might not succeed.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
But I think what's really inspiring about Sherman's story is that he's not just focused on his own success.
Right.
He wants to help other creators.
Yeah.
He shares his knowledge freely, offers advice. He's actively building a community.
That's one of the things that sets him apart,
Yeah.
He understands that success isn't a zero-sum game.
There's room for everyone.
Exactly. There's room for everyone to thrive. And by supporting each other, we can all reach new heights.
And speaking of inspiring others, as we wrap up our deep dive into Sherman's story, I'm left with one big question for our listeners.
Oh, lay it on me.
What's one thing you're passionate about that could potentially become a side hustle? Or even a full-time pursuit?
I love it.
Something that you've been dreaming about but haven't had the courage to pursue?
Such a powerful question. It really challenges us to think about, our aspirations, what we want to contribute to the world.
Maybe it's writing photography, music, teaching cooking, starting a podcast, whatever.
The possibilities are endless.
What lights you up inside?
What gets you out of bed in the morning?
And what small step can you take today to move closer to that dream?
Because as Sherman's story so beautifully illustrates, sometimes all it takes is that first leap of faith.
That's right.
Combined with the hard work, the dedication, the willingness to learn.
To adapt.
So
what are you waiting for?
The world is waiting to see what you create.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be featuring your success story right here on The Deep Dive.
That's a wrap on today's episode, folks.
We hope you found Sherman's journey as inspiring as we did.
And if you're eager to hear more stories about creators and entrepreneurs breaking the mold, be sure to check out Grind Success.
They've got tons of content that will motivate you on your own journey.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep chasing those dreams.